How do I even start with this handheld device? The Retroid Pocket 3 Plus that I have here is a handheld that I thoroughly enjoy using, but Go Retroid's most recent marketing ploy has really hit a nerve with me. I don't often have a love-or-hate relationship with handhelds. It is usually either love or hate. For those who are unaware, Go Retroid released the Retroid Pocket 3 in September, touting its superior performance and fresh appearance. It could be said that they were slightly manipulating the market by luring as many customers as possible to purchase one, and even telling me that it was their new flagship device, while keeping secret from publishers and influencers the arrival of a new handheld that would be available in a few weeks. Even though I had heard that the Retroid Pocket 3 had been in production for some time, I didn't think Go Retroid would be able to kick all of its customers in the behind, just 2 months after it was released. They then released the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus for just $20 more than the original, which is a new chip allowing for even better emulation performance, without giving previous customers enough time to get used to their new handheld. Additionally, they decided to lower the price of the Pocket 3 for Black Friday to $99, in order to annoy existing customers even more. I have always held Go Retroid in high regard, but recent events seem to have turned them into greedy bastards like every other Chinese handheld manufacturer. To me, this is simply disrespectful. Because of this, even though the 3 Plus is a pretty good handheld, I do not advise you to purchase it. Purchasing one of these will encourage Go Retroid and other manufacturers to continue using this dishonest marketing strategy. We've seen Anbernic pull this off repeatedly, which is why I only have good things to say about a select few of their handhelds. I don't want you to fall into the habit of picking them up every few months. However, I'm a little frightened by Go Retroid's use of this tactic, because I genuinely believe they were superior to it. This review will be a little different because I have already expressed my concerns. However, I do want to review this handheld because it's a great device, and, let's face it, we're all adults here, so you can spend your money however you like. However, I just had to start the video by discussing their marketing strategy and advising that you don't buy it, because it seems they genuinely don't care about their customers. So let's get to the handheld itself. The Retroid Pocket 3 Plus shares the same appearance, buttons, shell, and screen as the Retroid Pocket 3's predecessor. The new T618 chip and upgraded 4 GB of RAM are the differences, allowing you to emulate games that need a little more power. I gushed about how much I adored the appearance of the Pocket 3 in our review. It's not the smallest handheld, and I wouldn't even call it pocket-friendly, but it's incredibly slim, has a nice bright touchscreen, and has perfectly stacked shoulder buttons that look almost exactly like those on the Nintendo Switch, giving the impression that it would be a Switch Lite Mini, if it were actually a real device. I did observe that they changed the conductive rubbers on the 3 Plus, to give it much more feedback than the original. Now, instead of just lightly touching the buttons on the 3, it feels like I am pressing the 3 Plus S buttons down. This improvement is appreciable. 2 new colors, including my favorite, the Atomic Purple, I can't lie, it does look like fire, have been released in conjunction with the launch of the 3 Plus, and to entice current customers to spend an additional $140. To maintain the 6 to 7 hours of battery life on a single charge, they have also added an additional 500 mAh of battery inside, bringing the total to 4500 mAh. As with the 3, when you turn it on, you will be greeted with a unique setup process. I believe every handheld should have this feature, and this one even installs all of the emulators required for Android 11 automatically, making setup quick and simple. A Retroid Pocket Launcher is also available, which displays your emulators and games, rather than the typical Android homepage with apps. In a nutshell, the original Pocket 3 could only emulate the best Dreamcast games, which is great considering it only cost $139, but it could also handle the majority of the best PSP games. This seems to be the standard at the moment, especially for devices priced under $150, but Go Retroid wanted to push things even further, and the new T618 chip does just that. The Retroid Pocket 3 Plus could emulate Dreamcast, PSP at twice the native resolution, the majority of GameCube games, and a few smaller PS2 games, I discovered after days of testing. Large games like Sonic Adventure and Crazy Taxi run flawlessly on Dreamcast and behave as they should on the original hardware. It surprised me to see that the Pocket 3 Plus can run PSP at 2 times the native resolution, and after testing, I can confirm that it does so even with large games like God of War. On this 16:9 screen, it especially looks stunning. The GameCube performance is what I find to be the most impressive result. I started playing Simpsons Hit and Run right away, which is a high-intensity game, and to my surprise, it worked very well, not flawlessly, I'll admit, but still very well at original resolution. Smaller consoles like the Game Boy, Nintendo DS, PlayStation 1, and N64 will operate flawlessly here, just like a top-of-the-line Android smartphone using the apps. You should bring your glasses because the text is so tiny, but even though the screen is a little small, the horizontal layout and comfortable appearance make it a real pleasure to play on. It is a fantastic device that ranks highly on our list of the best retro handhelds, because it offers all of that in a high-end portable handheld that is slim, and lasts for about 5 hours, and costs less than $150. As a result, the Retroid Pocket 3 that you purchased is already out of date and no longer necessary. Do I suggest upgrading from the 3 to the Plus? No, it's not worth spending more money at Go Retroid. However, if you have $150 to spend and want one of the best retro handhelds available, that can emulate GameCube games, and you don't mind the dubious marketing methods, then go for it. The lies aren't as great as the handheld, though. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it is useful for you. Have a nice day and good luck.